Why is it important that our youth receives an art education? By Mackenzie Dalicandro.
What are the arts? Arts are the expression of creative skill and imagination. The arts can be divided mostly into 7 categories: painting, architecture, sculpture, literature, music, performing, and cinema. The arts can be found anywhere you look, from the label on your water bottle to the beautiful paintings you see in a museum, the music you hear on the radio, or even the bad movies you watch on television. What can we learn about the benefits of arts in education and society from my narrative, an artist majoring in art therapy? The arts pose a wide variety of life-altering opportunities in areas such as career, educational, psychological, and societal. Anyone can find and use the benefits the art forms provide to us. How can students and people in general benefit from the arts and our education? What are the benefits and where are they recognizable? What kind of benefits can art provide for people with social vulnerabilities?
Generally speaking, students from low-income families can benefit the most from having an arts education and the opportunities that it provides. A third variable confound is almost certainly present, such as family socioeconomic status, that is driving both participation in the arts and increased student academic performances. Another possibility is reverse casualty, that smarter or more capable children are simply the ones who tend to choose arts-related activities. In summary, there is much evidence that the arts and student academic outcomes are associated, but other research designs are needed to get a casualty, such as quasi-experimental or experimental designs. Early childhood music classes, for example, give children practice in controlling and regulating their motor behavior through music, and such experience appears to enhance children's behavioral self-control. Several studies from Canada controlling for family income show enhanced child cognitive function from music instruction.
During the majority of my childhood and even now, I was raised by a single mother. She worked very hard to ensure that my sister and I had everything that we could want. She made sure we always had something to do, and one of those things was art. My mother provided us with plentiful art supplies, including beads, variations of string, paints, coloring books, colored pencils, crayons, markers, and so on. I always enjoyed using the supplies she provided to us. I was constantly making art as a child and discovering new ways to use the materials. The arts can serve as a language for children who struggle with abuse, psychological difficulties, or disabilities. There are a number of psychological problems among children and adolescents who have been physically and sexually abused. These children and adolescents may manifest very low self-esteem and may feel worthless and damaged. They can develop aggression, anxiety, conduct problems, and sexualized behaviors. They may have developmental disorders and may develop certain psychopathologies like depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and in extreme cases, psychotic reactions. The use of visual arts has been applied in both therapy and assessments for individuals, groups, families, or communities. Much literature shows how the arts have been used for individuals and groups with psychological problems. Through drawings, children and adolescents with emotional and behavioral problems were able to, among others, express and externalize their thoughts and feelings, project themselves onto their artwork, and validate their perceptions. The use of drawing and painting helped address behavioral problems among adolescents. Theater arts training program integrating visual arts activities enhance self-concept and self-esteem among adolescents in institutions. Art can be used to educate an audience on important socio-cultural issues. An increasing number of contemporary artists and art educators have strived to use the power of arts for educating their audience about important socio-cultural issues. In Contemporary Issues in Art Education, edited by Yvonne Godlias and Peg Spears, over 35 art educators prescribe a critical approach to art education that teaches students about important social issues. Drawing on the theories of postmodern approaches, critical pedagogy, and feminist theory, and cultural studies, Goodlius and Spears advocate an issues-based approach to art education reflective of contemporary, meaning-driven art that raises important social and political issues. One of the significant contributions of the issues-based approach is to acknowledge diverse perspectives and understandings of ways in which knowledge is constructed and used. Among many social issues, homelessness is one of the most important issues that urban students encounter in their daily lives in the United States. Robots art serves as a powerful tool to fulfill dreams and wishes of homeless people living on the streets. In Figure 4, a king-size bed, a bedside lamp, and a fishbowl are placed purposefully next to the bed to accentuate a home-like touch. There is a window behind the bed where viewers can clearly see stars and the moon. A painting is hung above the fishbowl in this imaginary bedroom. The warm red color also shapes the cozy atmosphere of a home. As seen, a homeless man individual appears to write on his notebook, surrounded by a pile of clothes and bedroom accessories. The bedroom mural again offers the individual a sense of feeling at home. A forward-thinking arts education program in schools can help nurture critical thinking, problem-solving skills, and a sense of community among students. At primary school level in the United Kingdom, dance is taught as a part of the physical education curriculum, which states that children should be able to perform dances using a simple range of movement patterns. Dance is often taught on the national curriculum in a command style, where the teacher makes the decisions and the pupils follow these decisions on cue. The emphasis is typically on fitness and skill, yet dance is an aesthetic experience and a creative process through which the body, brain, and personality combine to express and communicate thoughts and feelings. Dance relies on a cognitive process such as communication of abstract concepts, emotional expression, and creation of symbols, and cannot occur without thinking, feeling, and knowing. Inclusive environments have been defined as spaces where children with and without disabilities have opportunities to engage in leisure together, allowing social acceptance to be established. Work on inclusive play spaces for young children with disabilities has identified the importance of creating a space where disability is viewed positively. A culture of inclusion and acceptance is thought to be achieved by situating integrated programs in sites owned by individuals with disabilities. Staff members are considered to be critical in creating an inclusive culture, ensuring that prejudice is not tolerated and that spaces are friendly and welcoming for all. Art is a form of therapy and can be used in therapeutics to help someone with trauma and mental illness. Art therapy offers a multiplicity of benefits, including the ability to reduce feelings of isolation and alienation. It honors the inherent need of individuals to have autonomy in their expressions, creates an outlet of such expressions for individuals in times of high stress without damage to oneself, and provides deep introspection for the participant. The goal is to gain self-awareness, increased understanding about one's life, and acceptance of one's limitations and strengths. Isolation has been known to increase the effects of mental health disorders, heightening anxiety, depression, PTSD symptoms, and more. Therefore, an easily accessible, low-cost therapeutic activity that promotes self-care and healthy outlets for heightened emotions is essential. Art therapy can be a tool for individuals to use as a healthy coping method of self-care and self-expression. As you can see, art is more than just painting or drawing. Art is a versatile activity that can be fulfilling, fun, and healing. The arts pose a wide variety of opportunities in areas such as career, educational, psychological, and societal. Thank you all so much for listening, and make sure to advocate for the rights of an arts education for all students.